guys, I'm back. It took a little while, about 16, 17 minutes to peel everything. I just need to cut the ends off of the celery and the carrots. But just wanted to show you this huge bowl. Oh dear, now I gotta rinse that. Of vegetables, and I want to clarify, this bowl, which I'll show you, it wasn't actually in the dumpster. What Goodwill does is sometimes they get so many donations, and I only know this because I was there every night. They would dump things in the dumpster because they had so much. So you might want to rethink where you donate sometimes. I mean, I've gotten so many things that they just threw in the dumpster because they had so much. And it was like the Goodwill Express drop-off. But I'll show you this bowl when I'm done. It was in a box. And there was other things in it. And actually the box was not in the dumpster. And that's how I was able to get it. But let me rinse off the carrot I dropped. 2 carrots that I dropped, and I'm going to start chopping up everything and show you what I have come up with. Also, I want to mention that I wasn't able to use some of the fingerlings. I used less than half, so this is what I have left. They were too hard to peel safely, and I kind of knew that that would probably happen. I switched from like my big peeler to my little peeler for safety, which I need to rinse those. But I'm just going to keep those smaller ones if I have to, and I'll use them myself. But I'm just cutting the ends off of the carrots, like so. And then that's pretty much it, and then this will go very quickly. Alright, so one thing I want to mention as I am cutting these beautiful carrots up. So buying carrots that are not peeled and they're in a bulk bag, you know, don't be afraid to do that because you're going to save money. And I've always cooked like this, to be honest. I think now a lot of people are realizing because of the pandemic that, okay, we need to, you know, get smart about our budget and our food. And I agree. I mean, it's about time that people really look into their budget, and they can save some money by doing that. You know, even though I cook like this, I still have a very, very tight budget. But I eat really well. I don't eat processed foods for the most part unless I eat out, like with a pizza. I'm not missing out on anything. And my dad would agree. He actually prefers our home-cooked meals over, you know, eating out. We're often disappointed, you know, even though like sometimes we crave a pizza, it won't be very good, you know, it'll be one of those scenarios. Okay, this is a really thick carrot, but that's like kind of the perfect size that my dad likes them. So I'm going to keep cutting these and I'll come back, and this is going to go quick. The most time consuming part of this was probably peeling all of the potatoes and the carrots. It does take time. So don't think you can just bust this out in like, you know, 15 minutes. It takes time, you guys, and don't get frustrated. You know, if you cook in the kitchen, my sister used to say, oh, if I can't cook, pull a meal together in 30 minutes, it's you know, there's, like but she was buying, pre-made stuff and then throwing together the entree, you know, like she would cook the entree. But it's just, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't buy pre-made stuff like that, like potato salad, coleslaw. You know, she works, so she doesn't have time, and I get it, but that's just not how I cook, or my dad. We generally cook everything from scratch. Okay, these are all the carrots. That's all chopped up, and you can see they're a rough cut. They're bigger pieces. I like the smaller ends to be, you know, nice and tender, but there are some bigger pieces, which I think I'm going to cut that one in half. Okay, other than that, it's all good. Now I'm going to cut the potatoes. Okay, I pretty much have everything chopped up. You can see there's a lot. I just have the fingerlings left. I think I did a couple. So I'm just going to chop the fingerlings in half, maybe in thirds for the bigger ones. Oop. So a couple I have to rinse because they fell onto the counter. I don't know, I'm weird about things hitting the counter even though I clean the counter before I cook, just in case I didn't get a crack or crevice. I like to rinse those that fell off. Okay, so this is basically all of the carrots and the potatoes. That is a lot. Okay, so I'm only going to put the carrots and potatoes in one container, or 2 containers, and then do the celery and onion in another because they don't take as long to cook, and my dad can add that an hour or two after it's been cooking. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so I've got 2 bags here, and if you see that my cutting board is stained, it's because I do cut a lot of onions and it's hard to get out. If you guys have a solution, let me know. So I have 2 big bags here of the potatoes and carrots. Now I'm going to cut up the celery and onion, and I'm going to put that in a separate bag though. Alright, here's my celery. I did chop off the little ends that will go to the possums and raccoons at the night. They like that actually. And then this part, the leafy part, which my dad likes too, but I don't have much salad left, and so I'm going to add that to my salad so I don't have to go to the store tonight. There's some little pieces of it in here. So I'm going to split this and put it in these Dollar Tree sandwich bags that have the zipper seal. And then we'll chop up the onion. Alright, so all we have to chop up are the onions. And they're 2 big, beautiful red onions. I wish I had more. But I can always add to it also. So I'm just going to do a rough chop of them, and I'll get back. Okay, so you can see, here's a piece that I'm going to be cutting up. Alright, so it's quite a bit of onion, not bad. I wish I had more, but it's okay. So I'm going to be putting this in a separate bag, because onions cook really fast too. Okay, so it gave me 2 nice size bags of onions, and I'm just going to get all the air out of them, seal them shut. The air part is very important, especially because I've just rinsed these and they can get ice crystals in them. Now let me show you what I'm doing with them. Alright, and here it is. So this is a great, these are huge. I might need to get a little bit more air out of this one. But you have the root vegetables at the bottom, and then the celery and onion separate so he can add that later. So he's got 2 huge packs of them. I mean, he has a huge crock pot. He may want to divide it up if he wants to, but most likely he won't. He can also roast them if he wants to, but they're quite large. So all he needs to do is put the potatoes and carrots in the crock pot. If he wants a little bouillon cube, but we usually don't use that. He'll probably most likely do like ham hock, or like the bones of a chicken with like the chicken breasts, just to get a really good broth going, and then put a little bit of chicken in it and make a soup. Or he'll do a roast, or a pork loin he likes to cook separately. But we'll do fish, like chunks of fish also. And so if he does fish, then I will eat this. Because I do eat fish. But this is a great way. He doesn't have to worry about it and spend all day. It's done. And he has 2 big things of it. And I bought them prior to the prices going up. Because inflation has been going up on food. And I heard that there's going to be a shortage on root vegetables. Just in case. I don't care so much about potatoes. But I do like carrots. And that way he has it. He's done with. He's got 2 huge crock pots. So he probably does a crock pot like this with like a piece of meat. Probably, every 3 weeks in the fall and winter, so he's covered for 6 weeks. He's done, or it's done for him, and then I've got a little salad here left over for me of the celery leaves, and I've got a little pile over here for the possums, and I give them any of that. I won't even give the possums and raccoons the skins because they have pesticides, and I don't want them to get sick and die. And I won't give them onions because I think that it acts the same way for cats and dogs as it does, or for possums and raccoons as it does for cats and dogs. So that's for them. Plus I have some dried fruit and some seeds. I'll add to that for them. And yes, I'm still drinking my coffee. I have a little bit left. And it's, oh my gosh, it's already 5:30. The day has gotten away from me. But I'm going to pop these into the fridge. Yes, fridge for now. I'm going to put a paper towel in here to absorb any of the moisture and for a day, and then I'll pop them into the freezer, and then we are good to go. And then I have my salad that I can add the celery ends and some cilantro because I really don't have much salad left. Just to give you an idea, I just have that amount left, not much at all. That's like nothing for me, but I'll add the celery, I'll add some cilantro, and I do have some more red onion that I can add to my salad for tonight when I get back home from feeding the kitties. And I do have some tomatoes. Oh, I forgot. See, I still have a lot of tomatoes left. So, yeah, it's perfect amount. And then I can add some nuts and everything. But all I did use was the sandwich bags from the Dollar Tree. 4 of those, and then 2 of the freezer bags that were a gallon. And that's it. So the final cost of these 2 packages are, all right, so each package is $2.90 because, wait, no, that's the total cost of everything. So that would be $1.45 per package. I mean, where are you going to get a huge bag of food for $1.40 to either do a stir fry or roast or put in your crock pot for $1.40? So it's $2.90 for the 2 packages because it was $1 worth of the potatoes, regular russet potatoes, and because I still had the fingerlings left over, I used less than half, so really it's less than what I had quoted, but I'm going to show you. Sorry, I'm putting all my knives to the side. So I have more than half left of the fingerlings. I'll just roast them, I guess, when my dad comes over. And then, so I would say 50 cents on the fingerlings because I do believe they were $1.99 a package. And then I used all of the celery and 2 red onions, which are 20 cents each. And the celery was 99 cents for the package. And same with the carrots. I used all the carrots. So, guys, that's it. $1.45 per package. And this is going to create a lot of food for a family. Now, my dad is like me. We will eat something until we're finished. So he will make this and he will eat from it for a week. And if he thinks it's going to be too much for him, then he might save one of them and then share, or he'll cook all of it and then share it with my sister just to help her save time because she does work during the day and has to make a dinner when she comes home. So it's kind of nice, and she does that for him too. So guys, I hope this helps. I'm stockpiling, I'm prepping for the fall and winter. I don't want to go out there and get sick during the winter months when COVID is very active. So I did this last year, I never filmed it, but this is something I do normally. But now, because there's COVID, it's really important. And by the way, I want to show you my beautiful bowl. Let me take everything out of it. Look how pretty. It's got the juice of the carrots in it. But it's a huge bowl from Pier 1. That's the little chip it had. So I typically just use it temporarily. It's got like peaches in it. It's from Pier 1. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's heavy. Anyway, Hope you guys like the video. I will bring you more of this budget-friendly good eats and how to like preserve food. Not so much preserving because I'm not a big canner, or I don't can, but I am trying to prep for the winter and fall. So hopefully you guys appreciate this, and I will see you shortly. Bye guys. Thank you.